Our beliefs act as the lens through which we view the world. They color our perceptions and they influence our actions. I want you to picture trying to convince a toddler to sit down for dinner. You see it as a chance for family bonding, but to them, all you're doing is cutting into their time to play. You value connection. They value fun. This typical situation shows how different thoughts shape how we see the world and then how we act in that world. Basically, you are seeing the same scene through two separate lenses. This contrast in perspective often leads to debates. It leads to arguments, not just in our day-to-day interactions, but also in larger schemes and belief systems that shape the values and priorities that we carry through life. Thoughts that they're shaped by past experiences, cultural influences, and then also our personal values. They serve as this unique lens through which we perceive all of our surrounding and all of our interactions. As we navigate through our life, we are seeing it differently. Our thoughts are formed in diverse ways, leading us to have varied interpretations of the same situation. Consider having two different individuals facing the exact same setback. One may view it as a personal failure, questioning their abilities, while the other sees it as an opportunity for growth and for learning. This distinction in thoughts underscores a fundamental difference. Do you believe in your capacity to overcome challenges and learn from these setbacks? Or do you have a belief system that your abilities are fixed, that they're unchangeable? This highlights the contrast between a growth mindset and a fixed mindset. So a fixed mindset is when you believe that your abilities and intelligence are unchangeable traits, while a growth mindset is when you believe that your abilities, your intelligence, they can be grown, developed, cultivated through dedication and effort. The person with a fixed mindset believes that they can't improve on their abilities. So when they're faced with a setback, they view it as a permanent flaw, something they can't change. On the flip side, on the growth mindset, you have somebody that sees and views setbacks as a chance for learning, a chance for growth. They see failure not as who they are, but as a roadmap for improvement. Because they believe in their capacity to learn and develop new skills, they don't shy away from challenges. They understand that growth occurs precisely in those tough moments. That is why it's crucial to occasionally take that step and examine your beliefs, because they have such a serious impact on who you are. And if they are outdated and irrelevant, you need to get them out of your life. So when I first started digging into this and seeing my childhood beliefs, I couldn't help but laugh at myself for some of the absurdities that I took as gospel truth. You remember the classics, chewing gum would stick in your stomach for 7 years, the dire consequences of cracking your knuckles, how that lead to osteoporosis. I bought into all of them, hook, line, sinker. But seriously, who comes up with this stuff even, first off? Then why, even the pool rule. Okay, that pool rule, ridiculous. Swimming 30 minutes before you eat, for real. The longest time I treated it as like a commandment. I feared like I'd face certain doom if I dared defy it. Turns out, all it is, you might be dodging a stomach ache that might be a little bit crampy and a little bit frustrating. That's it. During this little belief audit that I did, I found myself straight up Googling some of these absurdities. Honestly, I had no clue if these things were legit or some urban legend that I had just been told and took as gold. It's wild how we can accept things as gospel truth without ever stopping to fact check them. So before you swallow another belief without questioning it, take a moment to scrutinize it. You might find that some of them are about as helpful as a broken umbrella in a rainstorm. So I need you to fact check. Fact checking isn't just reserved for big beliefs. It's those small beliefs that are lurking around in the background they're just as influential in shaping your life as those large ones. Because just as small actions lead to big results, tiny beliefs can shape your entire perspective on life. Have you ever caught yourself thinking that a test was rigged when really you didn't study enough? Or convinced that you're not athletic even though you've never given exercise a single fair shot? It's like thinking that you're a terrible reader because you're comparing yourself to others instead of focusing on your own progress. These little beliefs sneak in and they color our entire reality. This is why we need to bring awareness and a willingness to change them, so we can then reshape our worldview for a better way. Our beliefs shape not only the big picture, but also those fine details of how we navigate in the world and how we view ourselves in this world. Think about it. Why do you say certain things to yourself when all it does is bring you down or give you an excuse to phone it in? Do these thoughts have any solid, rational foundation behind them? Do they help you in a positive way to move your life forward? Often we find ourselves repeating destructive beliefs undermining our self-belief and our self-esteem and hindering our progress. We say phrases like, "I'm not good enough," or "I'll never succeed." This is creating barriers and putting a cap on your potential. It makes it difficult for us to pursue our goals and just smashes our confidence into the ground. Comparing ourselves to others with statements like, "I'll never be as good as this person." This only serves to diminish our self-worth, and it discourages us from taking risks. That's where the growth happens, remember. Similarly, when we attribute setbacks to luck, "I'm just unlucky," that robs us of our personal agency and that prevents us from learning and growing. These beliefs, whether rooted in age, comparison, self-doubt, they hold us back from realizing our full potential. Challenging these destructive beliefs and replacing them with a constructive one is the essence of fostering self-confidence, resilience, and personal growth. What if, hear me out, these statements, the ones that push you into a positive direction, you start using? Talking about statements like, "I am capable of achieving my goals through my persistence and effort. I can learn from setbacks and use them as a stepping stone towards my success. I am unique and have my own path to success, unaffected by others' achievements. Every challenge I face presents an opportunity for growth and learning. I possess the skills and abilities necessary to overcome obstacles and achieve greatness." Or, "My past experiences have equipped me with the wisdom and the strength to navigate all of my future challenges. I am worthy of success, happiness, and fulfillment, regardless of whatever external validation there is." Self-improvement, my friend, is a journey, and every step forward, no matter how small, it's going to bring me closer to my best self. I embrace failure as a natural part of the learning process. and I use it to refine my skills and my strategies. I trust in my resilience and adaptability to overcome any adversity that comes my way. These beliefs, they are what have fostered a positive mindset. They are what have encouraged me to grow. They are what has empowered me to pursue my goals with confidence and a determination. I need you to hear this because it is coming straight from my heart. I'm not just throwing words out here. I'm practically begging you to make a move because I've been where you are. I have had to scrape by on $500 every couple of weeks, feeling like I was drowning in self-doubt. I'd sit in the corner of my son's room after he drifted off to sleep, and I would just cry because I felt like I would never be good enough. I believed that I was not good enough and that I would never measure up. It was not until I made the conscious decision to make a change. Did anything change? That means no more tears, no more self-doubt. Do you know what happened? Within 2 years, my life transformed. I took on some crazy obstacles head on. I did not fear it because in spite of it, I knew that I would have to grow, and these changes, these failures, they didn't make me a failure. They offered me an opportunity to learn. I put myself in control of situations because I knew outside of my comfort zone, that is where my growth would occur. I challenged myself and I valued myself, not for getting things perfect, but for constant improvement. I valued myself for dedicating daily time to my self-improvement. It was the shift in thinking of how things like, how can I make the worst moments of my life become my greatest lessons? It was believing that I could take on larger challenges, that I could take on big actions when others would not, or that they were unwilling, that I would complete tasks that I started because that is who I am. This shift is what propelled me into taking action and is what turned my life around. I dared myself to be different, to believe in my self-worth, and to believe in my potential. This shift is what took me from earning $500 every 2 weeks as a personal trainer to becoming the fitness director of a prestigious country club. And you best believe that I'm not stopping there. With this momentum on my side and the belief system that has actually got my back, I'm ready to tackle each day with courage and authenticity. This is what I want for you. This is why it's crucial to ensure that your beliefs are steering you in a positive direction. Sure, a tough test might knock you down momentarily, but dwelling on it won't help you. Maybe you're not a star athlete, but there are plenty of ways to move your body and stay healthy, and that will suit you. And if you feel like you're reading like a slog, remember, it's a skill and you can improve it with practice. You've got to learn to expand your knowledge and shift your perspective entirely. You've got to change your beliefs. You've got to transform them so your outlook on life can shift into an empowering one. So you approach challenges with confidence and optimism. In essence, it's about recognizing the power of your beliefs to shape your reality and actively choosing those beliefs that propel you towards your growth and towards your fulfillment. So I need you to take some time to take charge of your beliefs and begin to transform your life. I don't want you to wait to take action. I need you to act now. There's not going to be an ideal time for you to start this. That's why I'm saying now. Go over the different beliefs that you hold. I want you to go over that positive belief statements, and I want you to see where you can place them into your life. I need you to embrace the power of positive thinking and unlock your full potential. I can't wait to hear what you've accomplished. Remember, the journey to self-discovery and personal growth begins with a single step.